Joining me on this India Today special broadcast is Brijesh Kalappa, spokesperson and leader of the Congress Party. Dr. Ajay Alok is the national spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Rajat, Sethi and Rashid Kidwai join us as political commentators. Brijesh Kalappa, Amit Shah accused the Congress Party leadership of 3 generations of vote chori, from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru to Indira Gandhi to Sonia Gandhi. He even cited a vaad, as he put it, or a dispute that is currently in a Delhi court on Sonia Gandhi. Why did the Congress walk out, sir, instead of confronting these allegations head-on on the floor of the House?
See, the moment, Gaurav, the Home Minister says that there has been vote chori, then he's only adding to what Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been saying. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been saying that there's a case of vote chori. Now, Anurag Thakur, before him, he made a detailed presentation of how vote chori had taken place and how the Congress Party had benefited, right? Rahul Gandhi has been making a statement that vote chori has taken place and how the BJP has benefited. Now, is it not appropriate? I would like to ask of your viewers that let the entire country agree that there is something seriously wrong with our electoral system and that this requires to be looked into. This entire process, which requires to be reviewed, if both the Home Minister and Mr. Rahul Gandhi are adidem that there is serious vote chori, charges. Both the Home Minister is making such a statement. Mr. Rahul Gandhi is also making such a statement. So what prevents the government from joining hands with the Congress Party and saying that, look, let us cleanse the system? What is the problem? Cleanse the system. Why is the BJP then running away from cleaning the system? Obviously, they are beneficiaries of this entire, process.
Should all of this not have been said on the floor of the House, instead of Rahul Gandhi and the opposition, including the Congress, everyone staging a walkout? I mean, for a very long time, there was this question debated in Parliament, let there be a discussion in Parliament. When that discussion happens, they walk out?
No. I think the walkout was for this reason, that the BJP, which is speaking the language of the ECI, and the ECI, which is speaking the language of the BJP, now the government wants to distance itself, and they made a statement that, look, we have no powers of the ECI, and that's an autonomous body. So if the government takes a stand that that's an autonomous body, then what more can the government say or the opposition say? The first thing is, Gaurav, we must understand that what is the ECI doing? ECI is saying that we are going to get the Ghusbetiyas out. That is it's a process of the CAA or the NRC. Is the Election Commission bound to do that? Is it a functionary of the government? I think these are the important questions which must have been answered by Mr. Amit Shah. The moment he's saying he's not answering that. He's saying
so let
that
me bring in Dr. Ajay Alok. Let me bring in Dr. Ajay Alok, and gentlemen, feel free to weigh in. Rahul Gandhi, Dr. Ajay Alok said Amit Shah did not answer a single specific query or question that he had raised. For example, why was the Chief Justice of India removed from the selection panel of the Election Commissioner? Why do Election Commission officials now enjoy that immunity? Or why is it that within 45 days, the footage is destroyed? If transparency is the claim, sir, these core issues the Congress Party claims were not answered to their satisfaction or the opposition's satisfaction.
I never knew that Rahul Gandhi has developed deafness also, because the whole country listened to what the Home Minister said. And he explained point by point, as like just before us, Mr. Rawat was explaining that immunity was always there to election commissioners. Right from the beginning, it's there in the People Representation Act that the Chief Election Commissioner can only be impeached. He explained very nicely. That's what Amit Bhai said in the Parliament. But Rahul Gandhi seems he is suffering from deafness. He should go to some ENT specialist. And second thing, the Chief Justice arrangement was a temporary order which was being carried upon. And there was a need to frame new law. And in the new law, we kept leader of opposition also, which was never there in the practice. This Mr. Amit Shah again explained. But I guess he's suffering from some deafness. So he should visit a ENT specialist. I guess he's going to Germany. That should be a good place for a visit to ENT specialist. But today, what we have seen peculiar in the Parliament, that people ran away with the tails down And they were shouting SIR, 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 debate in Parliament, wasting time of the Parliament for the last 6 months. Ruined the last session completely. We'll have debate on SIR, vote Chori, vote Chori. Completely shattered, and the whole nation got a message like, look, this is a party which unnecessarily creates a ruckus, and when the discussion happens, and when their fault lines starts appearing, they run away. They choose to run away. They are cowards. They don't have a courage to listen to them, and very rightly so. In the coming time, you will see every congressman, including Mr. Brijesh Kalappa, will ask the question to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, why we are losing elections one after the other, one after the other.
I'll get Brijesh Kalappa to respond to that.
You are inept, you are incompetent.
I'll get Mr. Kalappa to respond, but I want to quickly bring in Rashid, Kidwai and Rajat Sethi for their initial comments. Rashid Kidwai, Amit Shah gave out an entire list in Parliament of NDA's electoral victories, whether 3 Lok Sabha elections back-to-back, 41 state elections, and the elections that the opposition had won. Congress won in 16 states. If the election was rigged, or if the electoral process was rigged, would the Congress have won so many states and elections? And does this challenge the opposition's narrative on vote chori, sir?
I think, Gaurav, first and foremost, it is a bit problematic to link, the vote chori allegation with the electoral process outcome, that is the results. Whether the results go in favor of government or in opposition, this is inconsequential. The process must be above suspicion, and all parties concerned, winner, loser, person who forfeit their deposit, they must have full faith in the process of election. And this is between the election commission and political parties. It's not between the government or Congress. So whatever Mr. Amit Shah was strong on facts about past wrongs, but the past wrongs cannot justify present and future. What is preventing, Gaurav, from election commission from convening an all-party meeting and hearing them out? What is preventing election commission from getting persons like Mr. O.P. Rawat, Mr. Qureshi, and several former election, chief election commissioners and former election commissioners form a panel and get these allegations investigated? Doodh ka doodh, pani ka pani ho jayega. Why is election commission coming up with rejoinders which are source-based? These are responses that need answer. It's not about victory or defeat.
Okay. Rajat Sethi, you want to respond because Rahul Gandhi warned ECO officials that any future government could change laws retrospectively and could come after them, or words to that effect, we'll come and find you. Amit Shah, of course, accused the Congress of wanting to normalize infiltration and make Ghuspaitias their voters. In your view, the extreme position taken by both sides, now, does that erode the space for a civil, evidence-based discussion on electoral reforms and discourse? And should the EC call all parties, should the EC call former CECs, doubts that they have, and address them in public once and for all, so that, the process is also trustworthy? The opposition says as of now it isn't.
Well, the language that has been used by the leader of opposition is really unfortunate. Had the BJP or any of the affiliates of the BJP said something like this, threatening to hold the constitutional body as respectable as the Election Commission with such words, hell would have broken loose. The international, actors would have started getting activated around this. But Congress, being Congress, can say responsible things and walk out to Germany with no consequence. There has to be some kind of, a decorum where members of parliament should be held accountable when they pour acid in public view on the roots of our constitutional bodies and bodies which are fundamental pillars of our democracy. If you do that, if you say that, you should be dragged to the courts. Defamations should be filed to such an extent that you are not able to utter a word without an iota of evidence. Now, my simple problem here is Mr. Rahul Gandhi, he says a few things that my press conference should be debated, election commission should be answered and all of that. But parliament cannot be that platform to answer those questions because the core party whom you're demanding those answers does not sit inside the parliament. You can only hold that constitutional body accountable outside the parliament in the courts. That is one route that you don't want to follow because there you will have to present evidences. And you want to circumvent that and do all the theatrics and drama and waste taxpayers' money repeatedly, session after session on nonsensical
Sir,
issues. And
that's a
so far, you've not been
serious
able to
charge.
establish.
Brijesh Kalappa, is a lawyer par excellence. Let me get his legal perspective and opinion on this. Brijesh Kalappa, you want to respond if analysts say that what the opposition or the Congress is indulging in is pure theatrics? This isn't to be answered in Parliament. If there's evidence, produce it in courts of law.
See, I think, Gaurav, as far as the court of law is concerned, the court of law is very clear that the ECI has precedence over the court of law with regard to electoral rolls and such others, right? And that's the reason there's no point in going to a court of law, because the court will say that in Article 324 of the Constitution, the court does not have the powers. This is the first thing. And my young friend perhaps needs to be tutored on this. And I think in days to come, maybe he will, appreciate the fact that the courts have
Well,
their
let's
own
not be
limitations.
patronizing
It's
over
not
here. At
possible
my
to-
young age,
not
I have
possible
served as the
to-
advisor to three chief
1 minute, sir,
ministers.
1 minute, sir.
Okay?
You made a
Now,
point.
let
I'm
me tell you,
responding to
stop
that.
patronizing
I'm
it.
responding to that,
Stop,
please, sir.
Sir,
stop
one by one, I'll come
infantilizing
back to you.
the
I'll
other
come back to you
people
to
sitting in
respond,
at the
sir.
same level.
So the point is that you can't, throw things at the court which the court has no powers to, adjudicate. Now, this
But
is
if there is
something
an
which even the
illegality,
government
wouldn't the court
appreciates.
intervene
And
then,
the very
sir?
fact that the 1
As
minute,
a student,
1 minute,
as a
Gaurav.
student of the subject, sir, I just want to understand: should there be illegality in the process? Should EC be doing something which is grossly violative of principles of natural justice? Wouldn't courts intervene?
No, I think let me give you the basic narrative. Now, here was a case where 65 lakh voters admittedly had been deleted right before the Bihar elections.
Bihar elections.
Now, what does the Election Commission of India state? It says that no, we don't consider Aadhaar to be one of the proofs for
And court
inclusion.
intervened.
Right? No, court intervened. But I'm saying the very fact that the Election Commission is completely partial, completely one-sided, is visible from the fact that it says, no, we don't want to consider the Aadhaar.
Let me bring in
Successive
Dr.
governments
Ajay
have
Alok to
spent
respond.
hundreds of crores on strengthening Aadhaar. Now here is the Election Commission of India which says, no, we don't consider Aadhaar. So what does it tell you about the Election Commission of India? What does it tell
Okay,
you about
so
the
Ajay
local
Alok and
elections
Rajat Sethi
of
both
India?
want to come in, but Ajay Alok, go first, because Rahul Gandhi continues to allege whole-scale capture of India's institutional framework. You heard Mr. Kalappa saying that the Election Commission, according to him, is openly partisan, sir. Respond.
Whatever 4-5% credibility Mr. Rahul Gandhi had after today's walkout, that is also gone. And I'm really amazed that after such a major overhauling of Congress party and Rahul Gandhi by the Home Minister, still the ecosystem keep on saying that Election Commission needs to answer, all these questions are pertaining. What I was listening, every answer has been given, sir. There is no answer left. The point is that if you keep on dreaming and framing a question which does not have any basis, I mean, just look at the intellect level, the kind of questions that he was asking in the Parliament. And right now, Mr. Rawat also said the same thing what Home Minister said in the Parliament regarding the immunity to the Chief Election Commissioner. I mean, do you expect this kind of intellect to be our leader of opposition? Really?
Okay,
And the
Rajat
Parliament
Sethi,
is
you want to
running
quickly
on.
come in
There is
before
one leader of
to
opposition
clarify
in
your
Bihar.
point?
There is one leader of opposition. Just give
Okay,
me 10
yeah,
seconds.
go
give me
on,
10
Dr.
seconds.
Alok. Yes,
There's
sir.
one leader of opposition in Bihar. Yeah, there's one leader of opposition in Bihar who just took his oath and went for his holiday in Europe. And he will be coming back after New Year's. He never bothered to listen to the governor's address to the House. He never participated in that discussion, but he's happy in Europe with his family. There is another leader of opposition in center, but the ongoing parliament is there, but he'll be going to Germany, as if he has got some official invitation from government of Germany that we are inviting leader of opposition of India. I mean, these are absolutely non-serious people, non-serious politicians.
Rashid
and they
Kidwai
are
wants to
taking their
respond to that, and
parties
but
to the
before
grave.
that,
There's no doubt about it.
quickly,
But
Rajat
I'm
Sethi,
very amused.
you wanted to respond
I'm
to Mr.
very
Kalappa.
amused.
Sir, just 30
Well,
seconds before Rajat Sethi
have-
quickly responds. Go on, sir.
Well,
Gaurav,
I
how is
again,
that
I don't.
traveling abroad comes?
Okay,
Is there a
Rashid bhai, I'm coming to you in 30 seconds, sir. Just
No,
as
no,
soon as
that
Rajat Sethi completes his point, sir.
No, no, Rajat ji, we'll come to that discussion because this is the current debate which is happening right now. You cannot walk away from the debate when all you wanted was a debate on the same issue. But going to the old man from Congress party, he seems to have completely missed his legal lessons. I was never a trained lawyer, but I know I have read the Constitution and I know basic tenets of constitutional, the judicial review of any kind of a decision made by quasi-judicial body or a constitutional body is subject to review. That is the fundamental principles around which our entire legal constitutional framework pivots around and stands around. Maybe this training of Congress party's election
Okay.
cell or the legal cell is
Okay,
absent
so
or missing. They should go back
May I
to the books and
respond to
I'll
start
that?
come back
reading
to
the
this
books
in just a
on law
moment, but
first.
Rashid
May
Kidwai,
I
the last 30
respond to that?
seconds. The,
May I respond
yes, sir,
to
since a
that?
direct
This was
point has
not
been
said by
made,
the Home
kindly.
Minister.
Gaurav,
No, this
first
was
of all,
not said by the Home Minister. This was not said by the Treasury benches in Parliament. Now this young gentleman wants to speak, something
Okay,
which
The
the
old
Home
so
Minister
man,
is going to
both
be
please
both
put
allow
on
the
the
both
old
correct.
both
man.
young
Very well,
men,
I have no
and
problem
we're
with
not
that.
being
The
ageist, but
old
Rashid
man
Kidwai,
here.
30 seconds, 30 seconds only on the point that Rahul Gandhi is going abroad at a time when this was the biggest issue raised. You wanted to comment on that point raised by both Mr. Sethi and Dr. Alok. Rashid Kidwai.
see, the going abroad, traveling abroad for any political party is not anything illegal. It is improper, just as the conduct of election commission in the eyes of law may be fine, but in terms of in the parliamentary democracy may be improper, maybe a bit odd. Traveling out is not. It may not look good, but it is nothing. There is nothing wrong in it. Prime Minister has gone when Parliament was in session. He has travelled abroad. About walkout, also a lot got have been made out as if there is something wrong. The BJP, whenever it was in opposition, and I've seen in 5 Lok
What
Sabha,
analogy?
they always take
Yes.
a walkout.
What kind of
13
analogy
times,
is
12
this?
times, 10 times.
Okay.
What kind of
You check
analogy
the
is this?
records.
Prime Minister and the Rahul
Okay.
Gandhi leader opposition is same.
No, no,
Okay,
I'm not
Prime
so
saying
Minister
gentlemen,
visits
I've
is
run out of
always
time on
pre-planned.
this
I'm
part of
saying
the
a
show.
member of
And the
I want to
government of
thank
India's
all
official
my
member of
guests, Brijesh Kalappa, Dr. Ajay Alok, Rashid Kidwai and Rajat Sethi for joining me here on India First.